lightweight, a talented young man, Marty O'Malley by way of New York, and one of the great Irish hopes, as they call. He comes in to town tonight with a mark of 12-0, and he's taking on Pedro Garcia.
This is a 6-round bout in the lightweight division. The referee, David Denkin. First of all, in the blue corner, weighing in tonight, an even 135 pounds. He hails all the way from Mexico with a record of 20 wins and 3 losses. Give it up, Pedro Garcia. His opponent in the red corner needs no introduction in Ireland, folks. He is the King of Ireland. Martin O'Malley weighing in tonight at 135 pounds. He hails from Mayo, Ireland. He is 14-0 with 12 knockouts. Give it up, the undefeated Irish lad, Martin O'Malley. Referee David Denkin gives the final instructions.
Marty O'Malley coming in tonight with a record of 12-0, 11 knockouts. The word on the streets of Marty O'Malley, one of the hottest lightweights in the country. Still young, still coming on, 25 years old and 24 years old, check that. But training out of Gleason's Gym in New York City. A very talented young man and carrying the hopes of Ireland on his shoulders. And his father and mother both from Ireland. And he's been over there. Garcia coming on right away and putting the pressure on. Pedro Garcia.
Garcia told me earlier today, he says, Pedro, you and I have the same name. I said, yeah. I said, you're a winner, and tonight I'll be a winner. I said, good luck to you, my man.
Pedro Garcia coming out very, very viciously and putting pressure on the young Marty O'Malley.
O'Malley can punch. Watch that left hand to the body.
Marty O'Malley, of course, two of his favorite fighters, Barry McGuigan and Wayne McCullough.
Two of my favorite fighters.
Two good guys. Nothing wrong with a good Irish guy.
Malay.
Oh Malay. Had a good time talking with him at lunch the other day.
There you go.
He did not make the Olympic team. He actually lost to Floyd Mayweather. So
no disgrace in there.
No disgrace there. So
speaking of Floyd Mayweather, I don't think he's the best 130-pounder around here, but I think Diego Crowns is.
Some vicious punching early on. I'll tell you, Marty O'Malley likes that, digging in that left hook. I'll tell you that. You know, they are a little concerned about Pedro Garcia because we cannot really define exactly what Pedro Garcia it was. There's about 3 of them in the record books.
Told me 20-2, so I checked it out. According to different record keepers, there's 4 or 5 Pedro Garcias.
Right. So he's come out with a lot of pressure to the young Irishman by way of Edmund Washington. A very strong Irish contingent, very hopeful with this young man. Very slippery there in the middle of the ring. They might want to do something up there.
Well, since we only got 1 fight left, hopefully that won't become a problem.
Well, I think we need to get a towel out there between rounds.
Oh.
Dave Denkin stepping in. A lot of these shots that Garcia's throwing are being picked off, though.
I know. O'Malley making the mistake going after the leg side by side. He'll give it as good as he gets, though.
Whoa! Some excellent action here in round number 1, I'll tell you. Inside 10 seconds, that was one of the best rounds of the night right there.
No question about that.
A young Marty O'Malley. This bout was 4 against Tia Tovar in Seattle back late last year, so this is kind of new territory for him. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He is, many promoters have contacted the O'Malley camp. Bob Arum and the Duvas. I'll tell you, Garcia came out just with like
Round number 2, give it up for Lalis.
came out with just a barrel of fire.
He came out
Some great action there in round number 1. His father, Martin Sr., was a fighter over in Ireland. Likes to land that left hook as we saw there in the first 3 minutes. Very quiet guy.
O'Malley's sort of, I don't want to say a typical Irishman, but he doesn't use his physical attributes to his advantages. In other words, he's tall, he's rangy. He should probably work that jab a little more than he likes to. He wants to hook it up. Nice hook to the body.
I'll say this Garcia came to fight, boy.
I know, but you know what? That last left hook to the body that O'Malley threw, I didn't know who was a Mexican there, Antigua or O'Malley, because that was a patented Mexican left hook to the body O'Malley threw.
Abajo, Pedro, abajo.
There's a point in every young fighter's career that he runs into somebody that they're not quite ready for. And I got a feeling this Garcia might have been a little more than they bargained for.
We've got to talk about the decision that made event there. Okay? For the 2 young judges from California, I'm bringing this up. Okay, for the 2 young judges from California, David Denkin to have that fight even, and Raul Calles Jr. to have that fight 8-4 for Mike Cedillo, that's wrong. Now, the idea was to bring these young guys out here from California, give them some work. Guess what? They failed.
Not good. Does O'Malley's left eye get a little swollen?
You know, the way Garcia fights, you can be able to exploit his style, the fact that he comes in with his chin way up in the air.
Straight up.
But he's working the whole time.
Very well put together. They both came in at 136.
8-4 from Mike Cedillo. Huey, comment on that.
I don't like to comment too much on it, but the old saying, they weren't watching the same fight as you and I were.
Good point. Jack Weiss had it 116, 112. Or with this move.
Yeah, you had a 118, 112, or 118, I mean, I had it about, honestly, 7 to 8 to 4. We'll take a timeout from Antigua. You're looking at lightweights, O'Malley and Garcia. Stay tuned. From Antigua after this, we'll be right back. Last the announcer's on.
Ring announcer was the last one to know.
Here comes the rain again.
Here comes the rain.
If this young O'Malley
No, I think it stopped.
It was just a spit.
It was just a little drop for a minute. The rain seems to have stopped.
Round number 3 of a scheduled 6-rounder. Marty O'Malley, 12-0, and Pedro Garcia coming in. Very, very well-matched fighters. It's really coming down right now. Round number 3. Garcia.
We are putting on the rain here as we speak, folks. Let me see us. Shuffling around the ringside.
Very hardy crowd here tonight, staying through a couple rain showers. first 2+ rounds here.
Now this fight looks like it might be a draw.
Yeah, Garcia's taking some good shots.
O'Malley's starting to bleed a little bit about the nose.
Caught Garcia now. He insists he's okay to continue. But quickly Dave Dankin was in there to... There it is. Body shot, brought the hands down. And there's that left right on the butt. And down he went. He hit him. The first left hook brought the hands down. Then the other left hook was there, and he hit the deck. And Dave Dankin quickly, after Pedro Garcia tried to come toward him when he got up, could not. Just a powerful left hand and a jubilant Marty O'Malley and his crowd go to 13-0. We want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Brawl in Antigua. We hope to see you back again. For Pedro Fernandez and our entire production crew, I'm Hugh Millay bidding you goodbye and farewell from Antigua.
Every one but one of his wins. This is an 8-round fight. Martin O'Malley has yet to go 8 rounds. Will he have to in this fight? If Abdoulaye wants a chance to win, he'll have to extend O'Malley.
Abdoulay's sort of a enigma. Fought 14 times last year. Normally you would think that that would make a fighter a lot sharper, but it wasn't successful for him.
The minute he came to the United States, he hit a wall. But, you know, we look for little hints when we look at a record. And there's a definite hint there with Abdoulaye. He fought an 8-round draw a couple of years ago with Jermaine Fields, who was undefeated at the time and one of the top lightweight prospects in the world. So Abdoulaye is a threat to win.
Our main event tonight, scheduled for 8 rounds. O'Malley's never been past 4. Going to be a factor, Steve?
I don't think it'll be a factor. He's fought everywhere. He's been in great shape. The key for him, get another knockout. Don't go the distance if you don't have to.
Interesting matchup. All this and more. Stay with us. We'll be back with our first bout on the Star after these words.
You can do it in the gym. You can do it in the same thing as a fight. So, whereas maybe in a fight might be a little different because it's a little more faster tempo, faster pace, I don't think it should be any problem. As long as you do the training in the gym, you do all the running, myself, I have the confidence that all the homework is done. The fight should be the easy part. I should be able to keep the pace that I set in the first round for the whole fight.
All right, well, Martin O'Malley certainly has a lot of thoughts on it. He'll be making his ring walk. He's coming here tonight from Ghana. Been residing out in Las Vegas in the interim. But right now we see Martin O'Malley undefeated, 15-0, 14 knockouts. And, you know, Vinny, what might make this an interesting fight, and you've been through this as a respected knockout artist, if you will.
With the high knockout ratio that he has, it's a lot of people want to see them go to later rounds. Like you said, this is going to be a step up right here.
Well, and Steve Farhood points out to me that I haven't even told the crowd that you're sitting in with us. I just went right to you because it felt so natural. Our guest commentator, Vinny Mataloni, right now. Thank you, Steve, for pointing out my faux pas, as it may be. Vinny, you were supposed to be fighting tonight as we're waiting here for Abdoulaye to come into the ring. Tell us what happened.
I got the call Monday morning. The guy pulled out Sunday night. They were trying. Joe was looking for an opponent Monday morning, Monday evening. They couldn't come up with nobody. So I guess we got to go back to the gym. We got to go back to the gym.
Last thought on that, I think your opponent was celebrating the Giants' win. That's what it was. All right. Awil Abdoulaye. He had some thoughts as well about tonight's fight and something about a tiger.
I believe myself. I'm really man. Before somebody can beat me, you have to be ready, over ready. Say you come to face Moon Tiger. You come to face Moon Tiger before you meet Moon Tiger.
All right, originally from Accra, Ghana, coming in tonight with a disputed 8-14-1 record. I say disputed because we're told that he had a 16-1 record in Ghana that was discounted off the Fight Facts record. At the same time, Fight Facts does recognize 7 fights out of Ghana where he was 6-1. I'm sure somewhere in between lies the truth. But the man that always has the truth and the microphone in the middle of the ring is ready to give the official introductions. Take it away, Ed Darian.
From Yonkers Raceway, Joe DeGuardia proudly presents Star Boxing. This bout, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled for 8 rounds, and it's in a lightweight division. Our judges, Jim Pierce, Steve Weisfeld, and Julie Letterman. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 8-round lightweight bout, referee Pete Santiago. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, this young man is undefeated in 15 pro bouts with 14 knockouts. All the way from Seattle, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Martin O'Malley. O'Malley. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the red trim. He too weighed in at an even 135 pounds. This fella has 8 wins, 14 losses, 1 draw with 3 knockouts. A native of Accra, Ghana, and now making his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Awil Abdullahi. Abdullahi.
All right, let's have a clean fight here, okay? I want to explain the rules, okay? Punches below the belt, okay? Keep your hands up and watch the heads, okay? They shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Also interesting in Abdullahi's record is he took off 5.5 years. He lost his Ghana title. He felt they stole it from him. September of '93, did not fight again until he challenged for the title again in January of '98. O'Malley coming out characteristically fast. Doesn't seem worried at all about going the 8-round distance. Says he does 12 rounds in the gym. And already buckled the legs of Abdullahi with that short left on the inside.
Well, one thing we know we don't have to worry about with Abdullahi is rust. The guy fought 14 times, as you pointed out, before to me in the year 2000. That's amazing. But yeah, Jermaine Fields, a top lightweight prospect, who was undefeated when Abdullahi fought to the draw with him. So that was his one good result.
Well, according to this record, there's something that you'll enjoy, Vinny. Abdullahi turned pro when he was 17.
That's something. How many fights is that now?
Right now, he's 8. Well, again, that's where the discrepancy comes in. He's either 8-14-1 or add another 17 fights, or somewhere in the middle. About a minute and a half gone by here in the first round. Keep in mind, this is scheduled for 8.
What I remember from Carl and Martin O'Malley's last fight in New York, good body puncher, good left hook to the body. That's the punch I'd watch for from O'Malley. Is he at a central casting or what? If he said, find me an Irish fighter, this is what an Irish fighter should look like.
That's right. As he locked him with the left hand.
Abdullahi holding on for dear life right now, got buckled there. He's been stopped twice in his career, most recently by Norberto Sandoval back in November of last year. Only 3 knockouts to the credit, though, of Abdullahi. O'Malley, of course, 14 of 50 big right-left combinations.
So far, O'Malley...
Still 30 seconds to go in the round, Steve, and O'Malley really pounding Abdoulaye, who's showing a decent shin, but his legs certainly shaking under those punches.
He got hit with a sucker left hook there because he backed out straight. Cardinal sin.
Well, coming in the end of the first, it's been all Martin O'Malley. Not a good sign for Abdoulaye.
At Hunts Point Auto Sales, we carry a wide selection.
White and with white shoes. So politically correct or not, I will tell you that Awal Abdoulaye is the African American. Martin O'Malley, I can't even say African American, he's the African. Martin O'Malley, the Irishman, transplanted in Washington State, now residing in New York. You know, Vinny, one of the things you got to say, in spite of the fact that he's got 14 knockouts in his 15 wins, he doesn't fight like a headhunter.
No, he's doing a good body work. I think that's the main thing. That first round was a good round for him. It doesn't look like it's going to go to the 8th, in my opinion. He goes to the body well. He's jabbing. He's coming off the jab and looking off the body.
Different set of circumstances in both corners between rounds. O'Malley's people saying, finish him. That was the instructions. They feel he can go out there and stop him this round. Not very many instructions at all in the corner of Abdoulaye. Very much the opponent's corner.
The best two punches by far for O'Malley. Left hook to the body and the old 1-2. Straight left, straight right.
Steve, we talked about Abdoulaye fighting 14 times last year. When a fighter fights at that frequency and loses as often as he lost, does he ever have time to learn and regroup? Or does he just get used to losing and making the same mistakes over and over again? Because at that frequency, you're not going to the gym to learn anything.
No, that's it. You don't have to go to the gym at all because you're staying in shape by fighting.